People have a lot of expectations of government. The two that I hear most often are that government's job is to keep us safe and to use our taxpayer dollars wisely. StoryComm, I'm glad to tell you, is a great example of both of those things.
StoryComm was a group of people that were put together to replace an aging and failing radio system to serve public safety and public service in Story County.
I came to Iowa State in 2017 and came into hearing about this system that was 30 to 40 years old. We were having intermittent radio transmission issues. It actually wasn't a public safety grade system. And sometimes we would have failures, and to have failure in a public safety system is really bad.
So in 2018, Story County, the City of Ames, and Iowa State University entered into an intergovernmental agreement to collaborate to collectively fund and manage what now is known as StoryComm.
StoryComm's framework is somewhat multi-layered. So we have a board that consists of 3 board members, a member from Iowa State University, a member from the City of Ames, and a member from Story County. Offsetting that board, we have ex officio members from Iowa State Police Department, the chief of Iowa State Police Department, the chief of Ames Police Department, and the sheriff of Story County. And then the last part of the framework is what I would call the working group.
The hard work is done by a fairly large committee, and it's known simply as the working group. And that's a good title for them because they do all the work really.
And this is really your granular level group of individuals from those 3 agencies, along with Ames Fire Department and Story County 911 Service Board representative.
They all serve on the working group as part of their regular jobs. They find the time to do that. And what that means is there is no additional cost to the taxpayers of Story County for the work that they do. And really some of the beauty of that is the fact that the people on the working group are the people who use StoryComm. They rely on that communication system to keep us all safe. So they're going to make sure that it's working and it's working well because they know that our lives depend upon that system.
Our working group worked very closely with our consultant, MCP, Mission Critical Partners, throughout the whole project, as well as our vendor, Raycom. And we met throughout the project at least once a week, if not multiple times a week.
A couple different companies came in and bid the project. The bid was eventually awarded to Raycom out of Marshalltown. They came in with a great package. They actually were able to build us a bridge system while they were building our full redundant site.
We needed to bridge the gap between the build out of the new system and the time that our current system went offline. Raycom offered an option to basically put a Band-Aid on the system or bridge that gap. They were able to create a temporary system, so to speak, with limited capabilities, but provided the basic communication needs that we needed.
Raycom seemed to have the better product at the time, and so we went with them. Their system would cover all of Story County to a very good degree. It was a big project, and we were pretty confident that Raycom was going to be able to get it done because they had a long history of being able to do it.
The fact that Raycom was able to give us this temporary solution definitely, assisted us in our decision-making process. There's no real comparison. The old system was a commercial system. It really wasn't designed for public safety works. The new system gives us the ability to have encrypted channels, to have more talk groups, to have interoperability with other counties within the state.
And because it's a new system, it also works with the state radio system. So it gives us the ability to communicate directly with partners all across the state. And so now, instead of having to bring in a special piece of equipment to be able to communicate effectively with the state patrol or some federal entity, we can do it all from the system we have now.
The project really provided us with a very unique opportunity to identify a common need, a gap that we have across Story County. Is an excellent framework as we move forward here in Story County for future endeavors and future needs that we may have. We can build off that framework.
StoryComm is helping keep us safe. And that's one of the reasons I said that, what people expect government, and it's also using our tax dollars wisely because we utilize existing resources to administer StoryComm. I think it's one of the more successful collaborations I've ever been involved in, and I feel privileged to have been a part of it. Thank you very much.